Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and it's a day for gas today. We'll be looking at the genuinely approachable Sudoku puzzles from about a month ago on the Daily Sudoku channel when Philip Newman, Clover and Bill Murphy posted them. I'll be going through what they said about the puzzles, including the rule sets, and then I'll be attempting to solve them. These are genuinely approachable. There's normally relatively simple rule sets, so they're kind of a very good stepping stone to the slightly weirder and wilder variant Sudokus that you otherwise see on the channel every day. But I'm really looking forward to another 5 of these. We're into the second year of gas now. Congratulations to those guys for running it. And we'll be looking at those puzzles in a moment. Now, there is still a week left to enter our Ruby Gilman Teenage Kraken themed Sudoku hunt, Kraken the Cryptic, on Patreon. So do join us on Patreon. You've still got a week left. There are 6 puzzles, so if you pace yourself and do 1 a day, you can do the meta on the last day and still get an entry in on time. Yeah, it's good fun, and they've been getting very positive reviews, so we're proud of that. And loads of other content, as always, on Patreon. You can also get all of our apps, which include 2 gas apps. They have 60 puzzles each. The regular ones, and I think they're priced about $3 go. The regular ones have 100 puzzles each and a $5 go. The value for money is insane. It's literally off the scale. If you enjoy variant Sudoku at all, or indeed classic Sudoku, you can get the classic app. There are, it's a brilliant suite of offerings. And, we've got actually, we've got an update for the Domino app that is coming out this week. This week. And I know what day it is, but I still mean this week. Anyway, do give that a try. There's also Sven Sudoku Pad and our merchandise. But I'm going to go through these puzzle rules now, or rather, I am going to go through what was said on Discord, and we're starting with the first puzzle called Fried Liver by Philip, who says today's gas needs has no introduction. It's an anti-king, anti-knight Sudoku. There's something to read after you've solved the puzzle. I don't know if I'll be able to read that if I unspoiler it. Maybe, I don't know. I might forget. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Yeah, I might well forget everything in this puzzle because I've just noticed that it's all chess, anti-king and anti-knight. So the anti-king means that cells separated by a chess king's move cannot contain the same digit. So this can't be a 4 because of that 4. And cells separated by a knight's move in this puzzle also can't contain the same digit. So this can't be a 3 because that is. But intriguingly, that could be a 3. It's nearer to the 3, but it's not a knight's move away. No, it couldn't be a 3 because we've got the king's move rule as well. So anti-king and anti-knight. And look at these brilliant givens. Just 2 stripes across the grid. Philip is always coming up with fascinating stuff. Don't know why it's fried liver. That's just classic Philip naming. There are 2 hats if you get a very quick time. I don't know what that time is for these puzzles yet. 1 hat for a slightly slower time. I will tell you whether I got those hats. If you don't get those, you do get a dinosaur. And Philip has named the dinosaur as a Nidorf Narindosaurus for this one. And after that, we will go on to June the 13th puzzle. 9 by 12. Roll Sudoku. Only 1 out of approximately 200,000 births results in conjoined twins, making this roll Sudoku exceptionally unique. Luckily, it seems happy, healthy, and has no desire to be separated. This puzzle consists of 2 overlapping 9 by 9 classic Sudoku grids, which must be solved together so that normal Sudoku rules apply to each grid. The top 9 by 9 area, I nearly managed to cover it there. This is a 1 classic Sudoku grid that obeys the rules of Sudoku, and then the 9 by 9 at the bottom, I'm only going to do the perimeter that time, is also. So that's what's going on there. The dinosaur this time is a conjoined Conchoraptor, And then we will go on to Ascending Starters Sudoku by Bill. I'm writing this from outside a live music venue in Melbourne tonight. Bill is very into his music. I like to joke that in any given situation I refuse to learn my lesson, but I've posted, and Bill's a teacher, but I've posted gas enough times from inside venues to remember that reception is always bad inside. Evolution. While I get a little of that spiritual ascension tonight, I hope you get a little lift from this Ascending Starters Sudoku. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Have I mentioned that they are putting 1 to 9 in every row, column and 3 by 3 box? That's classic or normal Sudoku rules. Clues outside the grid give the sum of the first ascending sequence of digits from the first cell seen from the direction of the clue. Sequences may be only 1 digit. For example, if row 1, and I'm going to fill this in, if it was 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 2, 4, 8, 6, then from the left the ascending sequence goes up to 9 because we're still ascending there. So that adds up to 25. From the right you're looking at 6, 8, and they add up to 14. So the clue on the left for this would be 25, the clue on the right would be 14. So that's not the right answer for row 1. And that is the rules for Ascending Starters. So then we will go on to Parity by Philip, who, oh, there was a dinosaur on Bill's puzzle. Does this say RV Gargoylosaurus? Can't be real, can it? Then we go on to Parity. They always are. Then we go on to Parity. If you look through the gas catalogue, you might notice, says Philip, that the variants I use tend to be more common, while Bill and especially Clover introduce new rule sets frequently. This is due to several factors. 1, I use F puzzles and ranks solver all the time, so I tend to set variants supported there. I'm a setting cyborg. 2, I spend all my free time playing Tears of the Kingdom. True. 3, when I do set something unusual, the first version tends to be too hard. Well, we did a Philip puzzle a couple of days ago. It wasn't too hard. It was, I'd say, quite approachable, but it really had a sting in the tail for me. Today's gas, he says, is a diagonal consecutive pairs Sudoku, not to be confused with a diagonal plus consecutive pairs Sudoku, though I absolutely set one of these two. Bill said, adored it? No. Oh, I set an initial version of this in February and have only just come back to it this week. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits in cells separated diagonally by a white dot have a difference of 1, and this applies to both pairs of cells around the white dot. So those two have a difference of 1 and those two do, and the same will apply to every white dot in the puzzle. You'll note there are no given digits adjoining white dots. The dinosaur is a +1 Petrobrosaurus, I don't know. And we go on to Thermokiller by Clover, thus absolutely belying what Bill said about her introducing new rule sets. So, a proctologist, says Clover, walks into the bank one afternoon after work. She goes to get a pen out of her purse to sign a cheque, but all she finds in there is a rectal thermometer. Oh no, she laments, some asshole must have my pen. It's a pun. I had to do something with that word. Please don't censure me for corrupting your children. In this Thermokiller gas, normal Sudoku rules apply. Also, digits along thermometers must increase, starting from the round bulb. Digits in cages sum to the indicated totals. So digits along, yeah, I mean this is thermo, which we're fairly familiar with normally, and killer. Fine. Dinosaur is a cheeky colepiocephaly, whatever that is. And those are the rules. So I'm going back to the first puzzle and we're getting ready to start. Okay, so I'm going to reset my clock. I'll put a timer on the grid for each puzzle, but I will know my time at the end of this and find out if it's 2 hats or not. I'm on a bit of a streak, so I hope it keeps going. Let's get cracking. Okay, so anti-king and anti-knight. Right, where does 6 go in this box? Not in any of those cells, methinks, or that one. So I can place 6. And I must be able to place 3. Yeah, look, this whole area is covered by anti-king and anti-knight. It's quite like the Miracle Sudoku. I can place 9 there as well. So I'm right to look for these sort of... No, I can't. Not 9. I have to come from outside the box. 9 from outside the box. That goes there. Now, what next? There's some, I should remember some way to sort of keep this going. I can't. 7. 7 can't be there or there by knights, by kings and knights moves. So we get to place a 7. Now there must be one of these. 4 can't be in either of these. No, it's 1 can't be in either of those. So we do get to place those. Now, can I stretch 1 across here? It can't be in any of those cells. No, that's not what to do. 5 is in one of those two. This 6 sees all of those cells. So 6 must be down here somewhere. Maybe I should be looking at that. Sees all of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gosh, I can hear an alarm going off somewhere. I really hope I don't have to deal with that, because that'll mess up my time unconscionably. 2's in one of those. 3's in one of those. If it gets worse, I am going to go and have to deal with it, which is very annoying. Oh, 6 reaches those. Right. 6 is there. 9 reaches all of those. That's what is going on. Now, that doesn't mean 3 is there necessarily, although I bet it is. 4 reaches all of those. Oh, this is weird, isn't it? Now, that stops because 5 only reaches that cell. 7 reaches all of those. 3, 4, 6, 7, 9. That can't be 2 or 1. This can't be 5. Wow, that alarm is getting annoying now. It doesn't sound like it's very serious, but it is. I can still hear it. You probably can't. I don't think it's that loud. 7 can't be in any of those thanks to this 7. So it's in one of those. Then I can place it here. Then it's, oh, I don't know, somewhere in that group. So 4 reaches all of those using that 4. So one of those is a 4. That must be 4. I mean, I could kind of... Oh, the alarm stopped. That is good. 3, 4, 7, 5, 6. That 3 sees all of these cells. So there's a 3 up there. Oh, and whichever of those is a 3, it sees all of these. That is the key thing. 7 sees all of those. Whichever one of those is a 7. That is how this rule set works. It's so strange. This is a 2, 8, 5 triple down here. 4, 1. 3 is in one of those. 7. That 9 sees all of those cells. Yes, it does. 9, 3. It wouldn't be impossible to solve this while slightly misunderstanding the puzzle, and I hope that won't happen. But that 3 sees, doesn't it see all of those cells? Yes, it does. So that places 6. That sorts out 6 in this box, which does 9. I mean, I think I'm doing this in a fairly haphazard way. There probably is a much better methodical way of doing it. I'm not always that good at methodical ways of doing this sort of thing. That can't be 7. So 7 is there. That 5, 8 pair reaches both of those cells. So one of these is an 8. Not actually that helpful. 6 sees that cell. 7, 6. 5, 8 pair here. They're going to get resolved by this. 9, 6 here. They're resolved by the 9, and knights move away from this cell. That makes 9 go there. That makes 3 go there. Not in the corner. 6 has to be in the corner. 6, 3, 9, 8, 7. Oh, I still find this complicated. 8 reaches that cell, so that's the 8. This is a 1, 2 pair. I can't see them getting disambiguated by the rule yet. 1, 2 pair there. 3 must be here. 4 and 5, again, not, but there's an X-wing on 4s, so one of these is a 4. That means those aren't, well, they obviously weren't. That is 1 or 2. This shouldn't be difficult, really, at this point. That 1, 2 pair sees this cell. And this one. Can't be 8, 7, 9, 6, or 1, 2. I wish I wasn't being slow still, but I am. That 8 sees this. I said it was going to disambiguate those, and then I failed to notice it finally doing it. 8 in one of those two. Yes, I can place that. Thanks to the king's move again. That can't be 2, so it's 1 or 7. Oh, 7 sees that. I bet there's tons of roping in this puzzle. 4, those 4, 5 see that. So that's 1 or 2, which forms a pair. So that's 4 or 5. 3 in the column is doable, has been for ages. I just couldn't see it. Now we've got another of 4, 5. That not there, but there. 4, 5 pair on the top. This is now a 1, 2 pair. That's a 7. There's a 1, 2 pair. That's a 9. 9, 6, 3, 7, 4. So from 1, 2, 5 and 8. This can't be a 5. Oh, why can't I finish this off? 4 has to be in one of those two, and I know which one by the knight's move. Great. 5, 4. So all these 1s and 2s still to resolve, and not much else up at the top. So this can't be 8. One of these is 8. I knew that before. 5 reaches that cell. Oh, come on. Oh, 2? No, none of these are reached by 1s and 2s in the grid. That's really annoying. 3, 4, 9, 6, 7. That can't be 5. 7, 4, 9, 6, 3. These are from... Oh, neither of those can be 1. And that can't be 2. Gosh, I'm really not getting this at all. One of these is a 1 in the row. Oh, 1 sees that cell, so now we can place 1. I'm sure that was available. That can't be 1 now. The 1 in this row is there. That's going to do all my 2 1s at the top. 2, 1, we stretch across. 2, 1, 1, 2. That looks right. 2, 5, 8 down here. I've got lots of 2, 5, 8 triples. That 5 sees that one. I'm better at spotting the knight's move than the king's move, which is really weird. But there we go. Oh, 8 minutes 20. Has he been my nemesis again? Has he? What is the official time for this puzzle? It is... Oh, wow. 6 minutes. I missed it by miles. I missed the 2 hat time by miles. I don't find those easy. Goodness me. Well done, Philip. You got me good there. Are those really, really easy? Not to me, they're not. Interesting. Well, that snaps some sort of high 30s run of 2 hat times. But I missed it by a long way. Oh, well. There we go. We just get on our horse and we start again. I did get 1 hat. And we go off with Roll Sudoku by Clover. Okay, now, I used to be quite good at sort of samurai-style Sudokus, which is what this is called in the Times. 3, 1, 2, 9, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm looking basically at the top grid at the moment, just doing regular Sudoku where I can. 8 and 7, I can do those in this column. If I can type, I can do them. There's an 8 in one of those cells. My brain is still looking at king's moves and things which are irrelevant. 7 and 1 in this row are there and there. That fixes 8. Now I'm at some point going to have to use the bottom grid as well. I'm just trying to, yeah, okay, let's just fill in the possibilities. 2, 3, 4, that's a 6. Yeah, this is probably going to be helpful. 1, 9, 7, 6, 5. Yes, doing the bottom grid after doing a bit of work in the top one has really freed up quite a lot of information, I think. That's a 2, 3, 4, triple roping all over the place. Now, that can't be 1, that can't be 9, that can't be 4, that can't be 2. Might as well do that stuff. What's going on along here? 6, 3, and 7. No, can't use that. 3 and 4 in this column in the top grid. 3, 9, 2, 1, 4. That's now a 7, 8 pair which can be filled in. This is a 5, 6 pair which can't be. That's a 3, 6 pair. 4, 8, 7, 1. Oh my goodness. 9, 5, 8, 7, 1. That's not 4. This is 1, 2, 3. Of course, these are replicants of those for obvious reasons. That's a 5, 6 pair which can be filled in. This is 2, 8, 7, fixing that as 2, 9, 8. This is 3, 4, 9, which I can see now. These are from 2, 5, 6. One of them's a 2. 1, 4, 7, 8, 2. 3, 5, 6, 9. Don't know which is which there. 5 there by Sudoku. 8, 6, 7. That 6 does look up this far. 4, 9, 2. We've got a 1, 7 pair to go here. 2, 8, 3. Go 8 and a 2, 3 pair. 2 and 3 in these cells. Okay, 3 and 4 here. 3 and 2 here. 5 and 9 from the 3, 4, 9 pair at the bottom. That was 6 and 2, 6 and 5. So the overlapping part of this grid is done. Let's finish off at the top if we can. 6 and a 5, 7 pair. 1, 8, 9. I bet they can be done. What have we got here? 6, 8, 7 and 4, 5, 9. There we go. 5 and 7. I'm just going to finish off at the bottom. 4 and 9. That's a 3 in the corner. Do we get a party for it? We do. Well done, Sven. We get a 4 in the other corner. 9 there. 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 9. And what I started thinking during the middle of that puzzle, which is done in 3 minutes 40 with a gas time, a 2-hat time of 9 minutes. So I wish I could merge the 2 times for those 2 puzzles. What I started thinking was that alarm might have something to do with the potatoes I put on to boil and forgot about. I will be back in just a second. Oh, you'll be delighted to hear that the potatoes were fine. I just needed to turn the hob down a little. Right. I haven't burnt the pan or anything this time. Anyway, we're going to go on to, today's guess is a hot potato, or the first one was Ascending Starters Sudoku by Bill. Okay, let's remember that these clues sum the number of ascending. Okay, fair enough. Let's restart the clock. Let's get cracking. So, well, 44 is 8 cells, not including a 1. So I think we are given the whole of the top row. That must be right. They have to ascend up to the 9. That 4 is a superfluous clue. That must go 7, 8. This again, the outies add up to 3. So that's a 3 in the corner, no less. Having a party. Now the outies in this one add up to 3 again, but they aren't 3. So that perimeter is done. And here the outie, I got the order wrong of 2 and 1. They didn't have to be in any specific order. And there's a 2 at the top. Right, the outies here are 8. And they can't include a 1 digit, so they're not 3 cells, they're 2 cells. There we go. And all the perimeter of this puzzle is done. If I could eliminate. There we go. I think that's it. 2, 3, 4, 6, 9. Okay, so we've done the 15 clue. This needs to ascend and add 7, so it must be a 7. This needs to ascend from 7, so it's 7, 8, 9. This needs to ascend from 5, so the next one is 7. That is done. This is different. Going to have to think about that one. That's done. So this is the last clue left to have to actually think about. Let's do Sudoku now. So I can do a 4 there. 9, 8, 7. That's a 2, 4 pair in row 6. I can fill in 3 and 6. I've got a 9, 8, 7. Central box is done. 5, 5, 3, 6 there. We've got one, that's a naked 9. There's a 1, 7 pair that I can't resolve there. Thought I'd made a mistake again. It's 9, 5, 8. This is 1, 2, 3. Don't know the order. 8, 3, 6, 9, 7, 5, 4, 3, 1, 2, 9. I don't want to have to resort to numbers. There's 4 in the middle row. There's 9. 1, 6, 3, 1 and 3 still to go. What about this 1, 2 pair? Oh, bother. Oh, there's also a sort of negative constraint. They mustn't ascend after 4, 7, for instance. So it can't go 4, 7 here. So that 4 clue wasn't totally irrelevant. I misunderstood it. Sorry, clue. You were very, very relevant indeed, and I apologise. 2, 3, 1. Not on form today, I'd say, myself. Now, let's take out the impossibles. There we go. 7, 8, 9, 5. This is a naked 2. Excellent. So I fear, well, I hope, in fact, now that I won't have to work out the sum of 25, that I can just get on with filling in the numbers and checking it after I'm done. Because there's not many cells to do in this puzzle now. 8, I'm not meeting a deadly pattern. I'm going to finish it off with 7 and 5. There we go. It's 3 minutes 21. We can add that up now, and it is 25. So that was fine. Wow, interesting. Very, very neat. If you got going on the perimeter to start with, it was really very straightforward. Bill often puts things like that in that if you see them, you're home free. If you don't, you could be kind of fiddling around with all of the small clues for quite a while. I mean, at first I was looking at that 4 clue and going, it could be a 4, it could be 1, 3. 15, I don't know, could be up to 5 digits. But yeah, straightforward if you find the right entry point. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, Parity by Philip. Digits in cells, yes, consecutives around in diagonal pairs, both diagonal pairs around each white dot. Let's go. There's tons of odd digits given here, but each of these white dots needs 2 odd digits. So there's a 1 in one of those cells, a 9 in one of those. There's an 8 in one of these because of the pairy thing. 2 and 9 there. That's a 4, 6 pair. Where else have we got 3 in a box? Nowhere. But, oh, we have down here, yes, there's a 1, and it has to be there if it's on this 2 by 2. So the 9, no, I did get it right. I thought I'd misremembered the rule. The 2 is there, the 9 must be here, that's 8. And again, we've got a 4, 6 pair. 4, 5, 6, 9 up there. I don't know if I can use that. This can't be odd because it sees 9, 1, 5, 7 and 3. So that's even. And this is odd. 5 or 9. It's not true for those other cells. That's just a daft way of looking at this puzzle. 7, 3. I just want to do a bit of Sudoku. One of these is a 3. I mean, that doesn't help. One of those is a 1. One of those is a 7. It doesn't mean there's another odd digit here. I'm getting myself confused with I'm making up possible implications of the rule that don't necessarily apply. Right, both of those are 4, 5, 6. So these are from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, it can't be 3. So that's now a 4, 5, 6, 7 quad. And we've got 2 and 8 there. As always, Philip is confusing me more than anyone else does. 1, 8 pair looking at that. 2 and 8. That doesn't sort out any of the 4, 6s. 7 is in one of those. So 6 must be on this side. That's not a 6, therefore. That is 4, 5, or 9. Ooh, Oh, this is 3, 4, 5, 6 or 8. That's not helpful. That's 4, 6 or 8. 5 can't be in those cells. So 7 is going with 6 up here somewhere. 5, which is now in one of those cells, must go with 4 down there. So they don't include a 4. That is even because it sees all the odd digits. 2, 4 or 6. This is more helpful in other similar puzzle types than it is in this one. What I want to do is identify an odd digit that can't be in that, but it's difficult. There's a 5 in one of those cells by Sudoku. Oh, that! I've written 5 or 9. Because it's odd. I mean, it is odd. That's an 8, therefore. Right. That is 3, 4 or 6 based on this. 1, 3, 4. These are from 6, 7, 8. Ah, so these are from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but they can't be 5, 7 or 8. So that's a 6, 9 pair. That was suddenly quite powerful. I know the order even. This must be 7, that must be 8. Now I feel like we can start cooking with gas. What I'm literally doing in the kitchen at the moment. Now, what number is excluded from there? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Either 2 or 6. No, it could even be 4 that doesn't make the cut. That's weird. But this is a 5 by Sudoku after thinking of that. That's a 4 or a 6. This must be 3. That's now not a 6. I haven't really got that sorted out. That is 2 or 4. That is 2 or 4. So this is 7, and that's 3, and this is now 4. Oh, this puzzle is just confusing me more at every turn. That's so strange. Right, 1 must be next to 2. 5 must be next to 6 now, since it can't be 4. That's an 8. Then we can do 4 and 6. Still can't do that. How is this not completely opened up? So strange. This group, 1, 2, 9, 3, 6, 7, 1. That is 2, 4 or 8, which is even. So this is odd and can't be 1, 9 or 3. So that's not a 2. Again, Philip is just bamboozling me. I always find him the most difficult. It just seems to be the rule. 7, 9, 1, 5, 3. That's even, 6 or 8. So it's not 7. 7's there. Now that's 8. Now that's 6. This must be 5. 2, 4 in the rest. That's 2 because it's diagonally next to a 1. Right. 6 and 4 here. So these are from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They must be 3, 5. That's an 8. This is a 1, 2 pair, which I can fill in. Let's go up the column. There must be some nakeds. There are 4 there. We get 2 in blue. That's 6. That's 4. 2 and 3. We've got a 5, 6 pair here and a 1, 8 pair above it. And the dots will tell us quite a lot. Quite a lot indeed. Much more than I was expecting. Perhaps even more than I was deserving. Now, 5 and 3. There we go. Oh, 6 minutes 37. You see, I thought I got going okay. Now I'm scared of the 2 hat time again from Philip. 7 minutes. Just sneaked inside this time. Philip, honestly. Is it just me or is it you guys too with Philip? I'd love to know. His puzzles are real hot potatoes. Okay, let us do Thermo Killer by Clover and get this set out the way. It's only the Philip ones in it that are bothering me, but they're bothering me a lot. Right, come on. So how could they increase? They must be 3, 4. Always start in box 1 with Clover. That's now a 5, 6 pair. Everything else in the row is 7, 8, 9. This... don't know. Let's look at this. Ah, that's got to be 3, 5 that side, following a 2, 1 pair. 10, that's got... Oh, I was trying to add that whole thing up to 10. That's no good. Okay, this has got to be at least a 2. So 2, 3, 4, 6. That must be what we do. Here, this 9 similarly is going to have to be 2, 3, 4, 5. So Clover just literally telegraphs what's going on to us. Very kind of her. There's no 4, 9 in that. Let's keep going. 11's not huge. And this is at least 3. There we go. 3, 4, 5, 6. And this 12, it's got to be 3, 4, 5, 7, hasn't it? 3 in the corner. Hooray! That's not a 7. Wow. This is so clever. One of these is a 2, one of those 2, so that's easy. Given the cage. 4, 4, that's a 4. 2, 4, 5, 6. These are big digits. This can't be 3, 8 or 2, 9 or 4, 7 now, so it is 5, 6. Now there can't be a 5 in this cage either, or a 4, so it is 6, 7. 5 is going to be there, so 5 in column 1 is there. I've got a 1 to place and an 8, 9 pair. I need a 7 in here somewhere. This 13 pair doesn't have 4 or 5. That's also 6, 7. That's not a 1. That is a 7, 8 pair. That is now a 9. We've got a 1, 2 pair here. 7, 8, 9. Right, 6, 1, 2. That is a 7, 8 pair in the last cage. This must be a 9 with 1, 6 below it. 9, 8 in this pair still to be resolved. 3, 4, 5. These are fully resolved. They're probably going to fix the 2, 3, 4 set. They are. Now, what do I do quickly next? That's column 1. Come on, that's an 8. This is a 4, 7 pair. This is a 9, 8 pair. This is a 1, 9 pair. There we go. 7 and 8 here, still to be resolved. 1 and 9 according to the box there. So that's an 8. This is a 1, 9, 5 triple. 7 in that corner. 8, 9 are done. 1, 2, 3 along here. 3, 1, 2. That's not a 7. What have we got here? 7 and 6. Dog license. 8 and 7. 8 and 9. 9 and 8. 9 and 1. And 2 and 1. There must be an 8 somewhere upwards. There is 6 and 7. 6 and 5. So there we go. Really no problems with Bill and Clover today. Loads of problems with Philip. 3 minutes 40 is well inside the 6-minute 2-hat time. Oh, Bill's was 8 minutes for puzzle 3. Did I mention that? Which I solved in 3 minutes 21. So I've really had no trouble with any of these, except especially, well, both Philip's, but especially fried liver, which is not what I'm having tonight, although I do fancy it now. It's going to be steak, I think, with the potatoes tonight. Hurrah. Anyway, thank you for watching as always. Hope to see you again soon on the channel. More gas in 4 or 5 days, I guess, but more Sudoku tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.